Welcome everybody, welcome to our special Black History Month celebration. This month, we're diving into the heart and soul of American music, a story richly woven by the extraordinary talents of Black musicians. Today, we're honoring the incredible contributions of these artists throughout history. From the soulful melodies of gospel to the electrifying rhythms of rock and roll, their music has been the soundtrack to our lives. They poured their hearts and souls into every note, and their voices have echoed through generations. These artists have not only shaped the music industry but have also left an indelible mark on our culture. So, get ready to sing along, tap your feet, and be inspired by the top 10 legendary Black musicians of all time. Let's get started. Our journey begins with a true original, a man whose trumpet became synonymous with the very soul of a genre. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Louis Armstrong. Born in the heart of New Orleans, Louis Armstrong rose from poverty to become a global icon. His infectious smile and gravelly voice were as much his trademarks as his unparalleled mastery of the trumpet. Armstrong wasn't just playing music, he was breathing life into it, bending notes with an audacity and soulfulness that had never been heard before. He was a true innovator, a master of improvisation who could take a simple melody and spin it into pure gold. And his influence? Well, it's impossible to overstate. From jazz giants like Miles Davis and Ella Fitzgerald to rock and roll legends like Elvis Presley, Armstrong's impact reverberated across musical genres. He wasn't just a musician, he was a force of nature who broke down barriers and paved the way for generations of musicians to come. But beyond the music, Louis Armstrong was a symbol of hope and resilience. He showed the world that with raw talent, hard work, and an unyielding spirit, anything is possible. He taught us to embrace our individuality, to find joy in the midst of struggle, and to always let the music play on. Louis Armstrong's legacy isn't just etched in the history books, it's alive in every note of jazz that fills the air. He was and continues to be a beacon of musical brilliance, a true testament to the power of the human spirit. Now let's talk about a woman whose voice could move mountains, a singer who didn't just hit notes, she owned them. She was, and forever will be, the Queen of Soul, the incomparable Aretha Franklin. Aretha possessed a voice that was raw, powerful, and undeniably hers. It was a voice that spoke of strength, resilience, and an unshakable spirit. When Aretha sang, you felt every word, every note, deep within your soul. She could belt out a gospel hymn with the fervor of a preacher, then turn around and deliver a heartbreaking ballad that would leave you in tears. From Respect to Think and Natural Woman, Aretha's music became anthems for empowerment and self-love, particularly for women during a time of great social change. Her music wasn't just entertainment, it was a force, a call for equality, a demand to be heard. And heard she was. Aretha's impact on soul music is immeasurable. She set the standard, raised the bar, and inspired countless artists who followed in her footsteps. But Aretha was more than just a singer, she was a cultural icon. She used her platform to champion civil rights, lending her voice to the movement and using her music to amplify the message of equality and justice for all. Aretha Franklin's legacy extends far beyond the stage. She was a symbol of strength, a beacon of hope, and a voice for the voiceless. Her music continues to inspire and empower us, reminding us that we all deserve respect, love, and a chance to let our own voices soar. Next up, we have a true innovator, a man who redefined the possibilities of the electric guitar. He was a musical maverick, a psychedelic pioneer, the one and only Jimi Hendrix. With his signature Stratocaster in hand, Hendrix set the stage on fire, literally and figuratively. He wasn't just playing the guitar, he was communing with it, coaxing sounds from the instrument that no one had ever dreamed possible. His fingers danced across the fretboard with lightning speed, creating a sonic tapestry of feedback, distortion, and pure, raw emotion. From the iconic anthem Purple Haze to the electrifying rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner at Woodstock, Hendrix's music was a revolution. He blended blues, rock, and psychedelia into a genre-bending sound that was both familiar and groundbreaking. His performances were legendary, filled with raw energy, showmanship, and a touch of the otherworldly. Hendrix's influence on rock music is undeniable. He inspired countless guitarists to push the boundaries of their craft, to experiment with new sounds, and to never be afraid to let their creativity run wild. Even though his life was tragically cut short, Jimi Hendrix's music continues to electrify and inspire generations of musicians. He was a true original, a musical genius who expanded the horizons of rock and roll forever. Jimi Hendrix proved that music could be a transformative experience, a journey into the depths of the soul. He was a true innovator, a guitar god who left an indelible mark on the world of music. Get ready to feel the rhythm, feel the soul, because we're about to talk about a man whose music transcended borders and brought the world together. He was the voice of Jamaica, a global icon of peace and unity, the legendary Bob Marley. With his soulful voice, infectious rhythms, and messages of love, unity, and social justice, Bob Marley became a global phenomenon. His music wasn't just entertainment, it was a movement, a call for peace and understanding in a world often torn by strife. From the streets of Trenchtown, Jamaica to stages around the world, Marley's music spread like wildfire. Songs like One Love, Redemption Song, and Get Up Stand Up became anthems for the oppressed, and a call for global unity. His music was a fusion of reggae, ska, and rocksteady, creating a sound that was both distinctly Jamaican and universally appealing. Marley's lyrics, often imbued with Rastafarian spirituality and a deep connection to his roots, resonated with people from all walks of life. He sang about love, about hope, about overcoming adversity, and his message touched the hearts of millions. Bob Marley's impact on music and culture is immeasurable. He introduced reggae music to the world, breaking down barriers and proving that music could be a powerful force for positive change. More than just a musician, Bob Marley was a symbol of hope, a unifier, a voice for the voiceless. His message of love, peace, and unity continues to resonate today, reminding us of the power of music to heal, inspire, and bring people together. Now get ready to dance, because we're about to talk about the man who redefined what it meant to be a global superstar. He was a singer, a songwriter, a dancer, a visionary, the one and only, the king of pop, Michael Jackson. From the moment he burst onto the scene as a child prodigy with the Jackson 5, Michael Jackson possessed an undeniable star power. He had the voice, the moves, the charisma, and the world was instantly captivated. But Michael Jackson was more than just a performer, he was a musical innovator. With groundbreaking albums like Off the Wall, Thriller, and Bad, he fused pop, funk, rock, and soul into a sound that was both familiar and futuristic. His music videos were revolutionary, transforming MTV from a fledgling cable channel into a cultural force. And those dance moves? Iconic doesn't even begin to describe it. The moonwalk, the anti-gravity lean, the robot Michael's moves became instantly recognizable and endlessly imitated. Beyond the music and the spectacle, Michael Jackson was a humanitarian. He used his platform to champion causes he believed in, from ending world hunger to promoting peace and love. His impact on music, dance, and popular culture is undeniable. He broke down racial barriers, shattered records, and inspired generations of artists. Michael Jackson was a true original, a once-in-a-generation talent who redefined the possibilities of pop music and left an indelible mark on the world stage. Let's talk about a woman who used her voice not just to sing but to speak truth to power. She was a classically trained pianist, a gifted vocalist, and a fearless activist, the one and only Nina Simone. Nina Simone's voice was unlike any other, rich, husky, and filled with an undeniable emotional depth. She possessed a rare ability to convey both vulnerability and strength, often in the same breath. Her music transcended genres, blending jazz, blues, folk, and gospel, with a touch of classical elegance. But Nina's music was more than just beautiful melodies, it was a reflection of her times, a powerful commentary on the social and political issues of the day. From Mississippi Goddam to Be Young, Gifted and Black, Nina Simone's music became anthems for the civil rights movement, giving voice to the pain, frustration, and hope of a generation fighting for equality. She was a true artist, unafraid to use her platform to speak out against injustice and inspire change. Nina didn't shy away from controversy, she embraced it, using her music as a weapon against racism, discrimination, and oppression. Nina Simone's legacy is one of courage, conviction, and unwavering artistry. She taught us that music can be a powerful tool for social change and that true art must reflect the world around us, even in its most challenging moments. She was a true original, a voice for the voiceless, and her music continues to inspire and empower us to fight for a more just and equitable world. Next up, we have a true musical prodigy, a man whose talent knows no bounds. He's a singer, a songwriter, a multi-instrumentalist, and a tireless advocate for social justice, the one and only Stevie Wonder. Blind from infancy, Stevie Wonder's connection to music was evident from a young age. He mastered multiple instruments from the harmonica to the piano, and his voice, full of soul and joy, captivated audiences worldwide. But Stevie Wonder wasn't content with just creating beautiful music. He wanted his music to make a difference. His songs became anthems for the civil rights movement, tackling issues like poverty, racism, and war with honesty and compassion. From Signed, Sealed, Delivered, I'm Yours to Living for the City and Happy Birthday, Stevie Wonder's music became the soundtrack to a generation fighting for equality and social change. He used his platform to speak out against injustice, to celebrate Black pride, and to inspire hope for a better future. Stevie Wonder's musical genius is undeniable. He's a master of melody, a lyrical poet, and his music continues to uplift and inspire generations. But beyond the music, Stevie Wonder's legacy is one of resilience, determination, and unwavering commitment to making the world a better place. He's a true icon, a musical pioneer, and a shining example of how art can be a powerful force for good. Get ready to party like it's 1999 because we're about to talk about an artist who defied categorization, a musical chameleon who kept the world guessing. He was a singer, a songwriter, a multi-instrumentalist, a fashion icon, a true original, the one and only Prince. With his flamboyant style, electrifying stage presence, and undeniable musical genius, Prince burst onto the music scene like a supernova. He was a master of reinvention, constantly pushing boundaries and blurring the lines between genres. From funk to rock, pop to psychedelia, Prince could do it all, and he did it with unmatched creativity and flair. His music was a fusion of influences, a sonic tapestry woven with intricate guitar work, infectious grooves, and lyrics that were both playful and profound. Prince's influence on music is immeasurable. He inspired a generation of artists to embrace their individuality, to experiment with their sound, and to never be afraid to push the boundaries of creativity. His collaborations with other artists were legendary, from his work with Sheena Easton and Sheila E. to his iconic performance with Beyoncé at the 2004 Grammy Awards. But Prince was more than just a musician. He was a cultural icon. He challenged gender norms, embraced his sexuality, and used his platform to advocate for artistic freedom. Prince was a true original, a visionary who redefined what it meant to be a pop star. His music continues to electrify and inspire, reminding us to embrace our own uniqueness and to never let anyone put us in a box. Now prepare to be amazed by a voice so powerful, so effortlessly beautiful, that it could move you to tears. She was a vocal powerhouse, a global icon, a true legend, the one and only Whitney Houston. From the moment she stepped onto the scene, Whitney Houston possessed a voice that was simply unmatched. It was a voice that could soar to breathtaking heights, then whisper with heartbreaking vulnerability. Her range was astounding, her control impeccable, and her ability to convey raw emotion through song was unparalleled. Whitney's impact on music was immediate and undeniable. She shattered records, topped charts, and became one of the best-selling artists of all time. From pop ballads like I Will Always Love You and Saving All My Love for You to dance floor anthems like I Wanna Dance with Somebody and How Will I Know, Whitney's music transcended genres and touched hearts worldwide. Her voice was a gift that she shared generously, using her platform to support various charitable causes, particularly those focused on children and HIV/AIDS awareness. Despite personal struggles that played out in the public eye, Whitney's talent and legacy remain undeniable. She was a true icon, a vocal powerhouse who inspired countless aspiring singers and left an indelible mark on the music industry. Whitney Houston's voice will forever be etched in our hearts, reminding us of the power of music to heal, to inspire, and to touch the very depths of our souls. Finally, we celebrate a man who could see beyond the darkness, a man whose music transcended genres and touched the very soul of America. He was a singer, a songwriter, a pianist, a pioneer, the one and only Ray Charles. Blind from an early age, Ray Charles didn't let adversity define him. Instead, he found solace and strength in music, developing a sound that was both uniquely his own and universally appealing. Ray Charles was a musical chameleon, effortlessly blending gospel, blues, jazz, and country into a sound that was both soulful and sophisticated. His voice, raw and full of emotion, could convey a lifetime of experiences in a single note. He broke down musical barriers, bringing black music to a wider audience and influencing countless artists across genres. From Hit the Road, Jack and Georgia on My Mind to I Got a Woman and What I Say, Ray Charles's music became part of the American songbook. His influence can be heard in the music of everyone from Elvis Presley and the Beatles to Aretha Franklin and Stevie Wonder. Ray Charles's legacy is one of resilience, determination, and unparalleled musicality. He taught us that music has the power to heal, to unite, and to transcend any obstacle. He was a true original, a visionary who redefined American music and left an indelible mark on the world. Thank you for joining us in celebrating these incredible artists, these pioneers, these legends who have shaped the landscape of American music. Their stories are a testament to the power of talent, resilience, and the human spirit. Their music continues to inspire and uplift us all, reminding us of the power of dreams, the importance of standing up for what we believe in, and the enduring legacy of Black excellence. Happy Black History Month. May we continue to honor their contributions not just this month but every month by celebrating their music, sharing their stories, and continuing to build a world where every voice can be heard and every dream can take flight.